I'm going to be showing you how to code your very own Pac-Man. So I'm going to leave this up on the screen as this is just the structure to have our game looking like this. So we have our setup and everything down here, but this is where we're going to start off with. What we always need to do is having our import so we could have this personal lookout. So we're going to have from random import choice. And then with that there, we're going to have from turtle. Then we're going to include from turtle import asterisk. So what this is going to do is to allow us to have that photo of what the screen will look like at the end once our code is created, and we're going to have that board from free games. So from free games, import floor and vector. So those are only the things we're going to be importing. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to set it equal to state is equal to the curly braces of score. We're going to have a colon of 0, and then we're going to also be having one for path, and we're going to write that as the turtle is visible. The turtle is visible, and make that equal to false. And then we're going to do something very similar for writer, and we're going to write writer is equal to turtle, visible is equal to false. And then we're going to have something very similar for aim. So we're going to write aim is equal to vector. And then we're going to write 5, 0, and then close our bracket off. And then we're going to have a Pac-Man. So we're going to create a Pac-Man and set that equal to the vector of -40 and -80. Now we're going to have our ghost and make that equal to the curly bracket, and then down there we're going to write. So for our ghost, we're going to have 2 indents, and we're going to say the vector of -180, 160, and then we're going to have another vector of 5, 0. And once we have those done, we're going to do that 3 more times. Make sure you have the proper indent. And then we're going to just change our numbers. So we're going to have -180 and -160. Then we're going to have a vector of 0, 5. And then we're going to have a vector of 0, -5. Then we're going to have one of -5 and 0. Then we're going to have a vector of 100 and -160. And then we're also going to have one of +100 and 160. So let's make sure we have it all right. So we have 5, 0, 0, 5, 0, -5, -5, and 0. So that's what we have for there. Then what we're gonna be creating is we're gonna define stuff. So we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna write define the square of x, y with a colon, and then we're gonna write another indent. Draw a square using the path at x, y. Then we're going to be putting a period and just closing it. The next thing we're going to do is write path dot up. Then we're going to write path dot go to the x and the y. Then we're going to write path dot down, and then we're going to also write path dot begin underscore fill, and we're going to make sure those are all under the same indentations. And then what we're going to be doing after we have those done is we're going to be doing for count in the range of 4. We're going to write path dot forward, and then we're going to do 20, and then we're going to also do the same thing for path dot left. This is really crucial that you have the right integers done for it. And then we're going to write path dot end underscore fill with an empty bracket. Now that we have that done, we're going to define another subject. So we're going to write define offset of point. When we have those done, we're going to do the same thing and write, return offset of point in tiles. And we're going to write x is equal to the floor point dot x comma and then 20. Then we're going to do plus 200 divided by 20. And we're going to do the same thing for y is equal to 180 minus the floor point dot y 20. And then we're going to do the same thing for divided by 20. Now that we have that done, we're going to have our index. And we're going to set that equal to the integer of x plus y times 20. And then we're going to write return index. Now that we have those done, we're going to do another define. It's really important that you're constantly defining your methods because without that, your code will not run. And it's just a really great tactic to do that will keep you also ahead of your game when you're doing it in the future. So now we're going to do another quote that says, return true if point is valid in tiles. And then what we're going to do then is write the index is equal to the offset point. Now we're going to also write if the tiles has an index is equal to 0, then what we're going to need to do is do a return false statement and make sure you do capital F. And once we have those done, what we need to next include is the index. So under our if statement, we're going to create index is equal to the offset point with a positive 19. And then after that, we're going to also need to be doing one for if the tiles with an index. And we're going to do a double equal sign to 0. After we have that done, we're going to do another return statement of false. And then we're going to be doing a return point. So we're going to write under the other if statement, return point dot x with a percentage sign of 20 with another equal sign 0, or point dot y percentage sign 20 with another equal sign of 0. Then we're going to do another definition and write define world and write another draw world using path. Now that we have that done, we're going to do our colors, and we're going to do under our quotes BG background color of black. You could pick whatever you'd like, and we're going to do a path dot color blue. You could change this up. Now that we have those, then we're going to do a for. So we're going to write for the index and range, the length of tiles is going to be tile is equal to tiles index. Then we're going to include after our tiles index under the line tiles, we're going to write if the tile is less than 0, then we know that the x is equal to the index percentage of 20. And then we're going to do a multiplication of 20 minus 200. And we're going to do something very similar for y is equal to 180 minus the index with it divided by 20 with a multiplication of 20. And then we're going to do the square of x comma y. now that we have that done, make sure everything is closed. So we have our tile ball, index, square, xy. Now we're going to go underneath that and do if tile is equal to 1, then the path dot up, and then there will also be a path dot go 2 of x plus 10, comma y plus 10, and make sure those are both underneath the tile. And now that we have those done, we're going to do one more, and we're going to write path dot 2 with the word white. Now that we have those done, we're going to do a final define of move and write move Pac-Man and ghost. So what we're going to do now is write writer under dot undo. Then we're going to write writer dot write state score. Make sure that that's under the word move. Now we're going to write a clear. And after we have that written, we're going to do an if statement, and we're going to write that if the valid statement of Pac-Man plus aim, then we're going to have it write Pac-Man dot move parentheses aim. Then we're going to write under the if the index is equal to the offset of Pac-Man. Now that we have that written, we're going to do the tiles, and we're going to write if the tiles have an index that is equal to 1, and then we also know that the tiles have an index that is equal to 2, then we're going to write state the score plus equals to 1. And we're going to say x is equal to the index with a percentage sign of 20 times it by 20 minus 200. Y is going to be equal to 180 minus an index divided by 20 multiplied by 20. Now that we have that done, what we also need to do is do a square. And we're going to write square of x comma y, and then we're going to write in line 110, we're going to write up. And we're going to have the up be here, and write up go to Pac-Man dot x plus 10, and write Pac-Man dot y. And the reason we can write the Pac-Man dot y is because in the beginning we set it equal to that. We set Pac-Man as a variable and write dot 20 comma yellow. Now we're going to do the for loop, and we're going to write for point course in ghost. We're going to do under the P if valid point plus course. Then we're going to do under the valid V write point dot move course. And then under the if we're going to write else and write options is equal to this bracket, and we're going to write vectors. So we're going to write vector of 5, 0, and we're going to copy this line and write it a few times. 1, 2. And we're going to make the first one 5, 0, then we're going to make it -5, and then we're going to make it 0, 5, and then we're going to make it 0, -5. And then after we have those done, we're going to close our vectors and do that. Now that it's closed, underneath we're going to write a plan is equal to choice options. And then we're going to do course.x is equal to the plan.x. And then we're going to have course.y and make that equal to plan.y. Now that we have those done, we're going to make another up, and we're going to write up and say go to point dot x plus 10 with point dot y plus 10. Now we're going to do an update, and we're going to write update and say this. So now we have everything done, and we're going to have it all set up to go now, and then that is how our Pac-Man game should work. Thank you for watching. I hope you